Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Virtual Open Day. And today we have Canterbury Christ Church University from the UK. And we have Omolade, the amazing Omolade Grillo. She'll be sharing more information about the university and what you need to know. So you need to stay from the beginning till the end. And if you have any questions for us, feel free to let us know, and we'll have Grillo answering all the questions that you have. So we will start. Grillo, could you tell us more about Canterbury Christ Church University for students who are learning about it for the first time, students and parents?
Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining this session. My name is Omolade Grillo once more with Canterbury Christ Church University. Canterbury Christ Church University, we are located in the UK and Kent to be specific. So Canterbury Christ Church University is a prestigious university in the UK, and we are very reputable at Canterbury Christ Church University. So the name comes up like church. Do you mean that this institution is for only Christians? Are you saying that I'm not a Christian, I cannot attend this institution? No. So the institution was actually established by the Church of Canterbury close to 70 years ago, and it's a free institution. Let me just say that for short. It does not say you have to be a Christian before you be a student at the institution. So I needed to clarify that. So the institution then we transited from being a teacher institute over 70 years ago to being we evolved into a research institute that has helped all over the globe, both in the UK and all over the world. And then we have over 15,000 students who have graduated in both our master's and undergraduate program at CCCU. So at CCCU, we always say that it's a place for you to transform your future. It's a place to help students achieve their goals. So I'll just wait for Vilma to keep asking more questions, so I'll tell you more about the institution. Thank you.
Okay. And now for Kenyan and East African students, when you compare CCU to other UK universities, what stands out? What should they look into?
So for CCCU, I think our location stands out from most of the institutions in the UK, because a lot of African students, besides being Kenyan, we want like a location that is budget friendly, something that can accommodate what our own currency is saying at the moment, and that's a win for a lot of Kenyan students coming to CCCU based on our location. And then we are 45 minutes to London. A lot of students are very particular about how close are we to London, so that they also get to enjoy whatever life the big city has to offer in terms of opportunities that they get to enjoy, and seeing what the city looks like. So we're about 45 minutes to London. And then in terms of ranking, CCCU is actually rated top 10. So one of the major things as an international student when we go abroad to study is, what do I get back at the end of my study? Will I get a job? So, and that's the good thing for CCCU. We are rated top 10 in terms of graduate employment, and in terms of teaching quality and satisfaction of students. That's one of the things that Kenyan students, East African students, and every African student generally will also get to enjoy. So the faculty, that's the lecturers, they are really approachable, and then you wouldn't have any issues at that. And then for in terms of you mentioned, okay, in terms of the programs that we're going to get for Kenyan students. So I heard something recently that for Kenyan students, there's always one person that is like a teacher in the family. So when I say that Kenyans, the institution was established as a teacher institute. So this is a very wonderful opportunity for those that are looking to go into maybe education or the PGC program. And then in terms of tuition, I know a lot of African students besides Kenya are also looking at the affordability, and these are the things that we all have at CCCU to offer you as we go on in this session. Thank you.
Okay. And being rated top 10 in graduate employment is a very, very important and really good factor, which means that the teaching quality is high, as you've mentioned. Now, how does CCCU ensure students receive both academic and practical learning that ensures that they are employed?
So that's very vital because for CCCU, one of the ways that we ensure that students receive the best academic that they need to graduate with. So we have something called the Student Support Service that is there to help. It's designed to actually help every student that attend our school succeed, both in academic guidance, both in the technical assistance, both in their personal well-being. But let me focus more on the academic. So we have something that CCCU do. We provide the digital library, then we provide the learning skill hub. So for the learning skill hub, this actually helps students with access to wealth of online resources to help develop their key academic skills, and this is done at the student's own pace at any time. So it is like an invaluable companion for every student throughout their journey at CCCU. And then it also helps them to plan assignments. The way for Kenyan, for instance, the way we do assignments or the way you do assignments might be different. So when you go to the UK, there's like a different system. So you have that to also help you plan your assignments. It helps with critical thinking because now you are studying in a different environment. There are things that is expected of you. So this learning skill hub helps our students in regards to that. And also in terms of the principles of the academic honesty that we all know as the plagiarism, we have this hub that also assists students. So having all these together helps you with the academic, makes it easier for you as an international student to succeed. And then we also have research librarians, we have personal academic tutors. We're having a webinar one time where we invited, I think, a Ghanaian student, and then she was explaining one of the challenges that one of the things that she thought would be a challenge when she got to campus. But she was so happy when she got like a one-on-one mentor, like an advisor that is attached to her. So there's that opportunity to always walk to your peer mentor, to your student advisor, and then they help you out. So that is what we have in terms of the academic. And then you also mentioned in terms of work, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of work, we have it embedded in the curriculum. We have at CCCU, we have about 60 of our programs that come with job placement. And then from the
Mhm.
get-go, all of our programs, they are treated, they are based on the industry demand. So what the industry demand is what you will be taught from the get-go. And then in terms of getting the jobs, it has already been included in the academic. And then it's like we weave it essentially just for that employability skill into every program that students come to learn at CCCU from start to finish. And then this will not just guarantee you like a degree, but also you are ready, career ready to become like a professional. Also, we have something called the Unitemp. So the Unitemp, they are like our own exclusive in-house recruitment service that helps students with job placement. Yeah, so they actively connect students with high quality part-time jobs at every point in time. And then we also have the career enterprise service. They're like advisors. They help deliver like personalized one-to-one guidance on the way your CV ought to be tailored. The CV you are coming with from Kenya is different from how you're supposed to tailor it to your new environment. So they help students master that, how to ace the interviews, and then strategic way to look for jobs, and then their career planning in general. So those are a few of the things that we do to help students prepare both academically and career ready.
So for those students who are looking to like part-time jobs, they should know that they'll be catered for because of the in-house recruitment service that is available, which is a
Exactly.
good, which is a plus for those students who want to study at CCCU. And now, when we come back to the courses, 60 programs with placements. Again, that's a really, really good number. Which courses would you say are currently like students are going for the most, like students are attracted to the most, especially international students?
So there we have over 100 courses at CCCU, and almost more than half of them, things are changing. What the community, what is being required is still changing per day, per time. So for what I have experienced, I think so we have the IT in terms of the data science, data analytics, cyber security for Kenyan students and for most of the international students. Then we have a lot of people looking to go into the health, either nursing, public health, mental health, and all of that. And then we have international business is also still thriving. Then for Kenyan students, we have a lot looking for the education. We have law, we have engineering. So this is like to mention a few, some of the popular programs that a lot of international students are currently attracted to.
And now, when it comes to the job placements,
Yeah.
um, are there like specific industries that you could maybe mention that CCU has partnered with, industry partners that ensure that this works well?
So I'll say that most of our students and graduates, we connect with industry, businesses, and professionals in both public and private sector. Yeah, so our students get opportunity to work in any of those areas.
Okay. And now, when it come to like requirements that to study at CCCU, what are the main requirements for international students? What is that like the must-haves for them to get admitted at CCCU?
Yeah, so for in terms of admission requirements, we are looking for a bachelor's degree. So if you are going for the master's program, for instance, you have a bachelor's degree. Depending on the program you're going to study, a minimum of second class lower. You must have that. And then we are looking, ensuring that student is able to provide a personalized SOP. You are not putting it on ChatGPT to write. So based on your conviction
Mm.
of what you're going to study, you write a well-detailed SOP, academic reference, and then we're looking at all your academic documents as well in terms of transcripts and certificates. And then the good thing for Kenyan students is we do not require IELTS from Kenyan students. So we only need a letter saying that you studied, that's the MOI saying you studied in English language. And then for our nursing program, for instance, if you have going for the master's program now, so if you have like a STEM background for your undergraduate studies, you can have a second class lower because the nursing is pre-registration. But if you are maybe in the business, you have the business background or the heart background, for instance, we require that you have a second class upper. So that's one of the difference based on the requirements. And then for the bachelor's, you can also, with your KCSA minimum of C, you can also be admitted into our bachelor's degree program. And then we have the 3 years bachelor's program, and then we have the bachelor's program that also come with the foundation, the integrated one.
So, for Kenyan students, which students would you say don't need the foundation year, and which students will find foundation year be mandatory at CCCU?
So you must first have your A levels to study 3 years at the bachelor's level. So
Mhm.
if you do not have that, you have to go for the foundation plus bachelor's.
Okay. And now, when it comes to tuition fee payment, a lot of students have inquired on the payment plan. What is the required deposit? And for the remaining tuition fee, what will be the payment plan for it for international students?
Yeah, so that's the good thing for us at CCCU. We're particular about our students. So for the tuition currently, it's 17,000 pounds, and then it comes with an automatic scholarship of 1,500, which brings the tuition down to 15,500 pounds. Student is required to pay 5,000 deposit for CAS,
Mhm.
and students can split the balance of 10,500 in 8 installments. So this is really good news for all of our African students to make it easy for you to pay up your fees without issues.
And are there other scholarships available apart from the automatic one? And what would be the criteria for those ones that might be available? And what is the guarantee for those ones?
So for international students, currently is this entrance scholarship that we have available that we can tell you about. But once you're on campus, there are a lot of other scholarship opportunities that students have opportunity to access and then get what is required of them once they are in.
Okay. And so when you are working on applications or assessing them or reviewing them, I'm sure you've come across a lot of common mistakes that students do that cost them their place. So what would you say are the common mistakes that can be avoided that students still do up to now?
So for us, one of the major challenge we have is students not taking to mind, first consider the program based on what you studied and what your professional line of work is. So everybody just wants to go into a program that says, okay, this is the selling program, and then you see students go in and then they're going to apply for that. So I believe that at this stage, everyone should be able to access, okay, these are my career goals, this is what I have for bachelor's, this is how many years I have worked and the experience, and this is what I aim to achieve, and then be able to either bring back to my own country or to develop myself, and then based on that pick the right program. And then another challenge that we usually have is students not able to like sit and then write their own SOP. So you just see, okay, I want to study accounting, and then you go on ChatGPT and then put that in, and that's the major challenges that I think we have seen so much in the application process.
Especially on AI generated SOPs, it's something that students are really not being keen on. So it's actually good that you are informing them on this. I hope you guys can hear direct from the university, from Grillo, that AI generated SOPs are not accepted. You have to tailor your SOP to fit you. Now, on the academic progression for master's students, are there available conversion courses? Let's say my bachelor's degree was in business, but now I'm interested in IT. Are there like available conversion courses at CCCU?
Yes, we have that I mentioned for the nursing, and then we have a few for the IT as well. So when you send your documents to study now, they share with us, and then the admissions team will be able to assess and then advise accordingly.
Okay. And now, for a lot of parents, guardians, and students as well, they always ask about how comfortable they will be when they go to like a new place, like now Kent, for instance. Are there like student communities or African communities that are available that can help Kenyan students or East African students in general settle well in Kent and at CCU?
Yes, and this is a very vital question for I think a lot of all institutions all over the world. So yes, for CCCU, we actually attract over like 80 countries and all of that, students from 80 countries. And then we know that when students are moving abroad, it's at first very exciting and can also be very daunting. So we have range of opportunity in place to help them settle and then be able to make the most of their time. So students get to download. First, we have something called the CCU Campus Connect. So you get to download that, which is like our own dedicated online platform for new and incoming students. And then it is designed to help them build connection and prepare for the campus life, and then either before they arrive and when they get on campus. So it is like also a welcoming community. It bridges the gap between the offer acceptance and their first day on campus. So students get to join the community groups, they connect with other students, they share
Mm.
interests, their background, program of study, and then build their social network right from there, from day one. And then they also get to know their future classmates just on that Campus Connect app. They get to know their future classmates before they arrive, and then it also helps them to reduce, that first day nerve,
Mm-hmm.
helps them to feel at home quickly. And then other than that, we have clubs, societies, student union, and a lot of opportunities for our international students to also connect. You can connect via the international group. We have one group called International Facebook Group that students can also have access to, and the Campus Connect that I've spoken about. Then we also have something called the Friends International. So this is like for those that are maybe Christians. So it's made up of local churches. So sometimes students they help organize like event activities to help students feel welcome. So you are not going to be alone. That is the whole story for short. There's a community that is there to welcome you before you get to campus. Thank you.
And now, what have you noticed that international students enjoy most living in Kent and also studying at Canterbury?
So, a lot of questions come around, is this area safe? Is
Mm-hmm.
this a good place? So, one of the major and very something advantageous for students coming to Kent or Canterbury is that it is known to be a safe, friendly, and a multicultural community in the UK. And then, secondly, CCU is located at the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and this actually attracts thousands of tourists annually. And then when you have tourists, there's going to be life enjoyment, a lot of opportunity, networking for our students. And then the Canterbury is also a very vibrant entertainment social space for students. So you are not just coming to study, you're coming to study, you're coming to be entertained, you're coming to unwind. You're living like a very balanced life as an international student. And it's also like an historical site, stunning beaches available for students to enjoy. So it's all encompassing.
Sounds like a great place to study as a student.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, taking you back to part-time jobs while studying. Yes, there is the in-house recruitment service that helps students get part-time jobs. But
Yeah.
now, realistically speaking, how long will it take for a student to get a part-time job once they've sent the application? And what would you advise them to do and to be keen on to ensure that they are able to get one quickly?
So, how long will it take is relative. So,
Mm-hmm.
for you, depending on the student. So, I spoke about the career and enterprise service, for instance, that helps students master their CV, ace their interview. So, if I'm telling you, you will get a job in 1 week or in 1 month, and you just put your mind on that as an international student and what you are supposed to do from your end, building up yourself to transitioning into a new environment, you're not doing it. It can take you longer than that to get the
Mm-hmm.
job. So because of the the city where that place, the city of Kent, not being overcrowded, there's a lot of job opportunity for students to advise. So I don't want to go and commit myself. Don't say, oh, don't worry, in 1 week you will get a job. So I don't want to go and be quoted. You get, we're live, but it's very easy for students to get jobs, and we are rated. I told you, in terms of employability, CCCU is employability focused, and we are rated top 10 in the
Mm-hmm.
UK for employment. And you don't go on your billboard, on your flyer, posting such things if you have not had success in that area. So, and then the in-house recruitment team, the unitems, like I said, will also assist students to get the jobs across to you.
And now for students who want to know, like, um, the best way to like balance academics and social life, especially for undergraduate students. It's exciting. It's a new place, new environment, new country for international students. I'm sure you've seen cases where the balance has not worked out and things did not go well. So, what would you tell the students about that?
I think it's actually individual. It's based on the individual.
Mm,
Some people would go there with the mindset, oh, I'm here to just study, ace all the my academics. I don't want to socialize. I don't want to go to the whatever extracurricular that is available. I don't want to join a community. It's based on what how the student wants to balance that. Because there's a part where you are overly on the entertainment side and then you are
mm.
overly on the academic side. So whatever you need to do to have fun, to have a balanced life, you are going to have to decide that as an international student. I cannot come and meet you, Velma, let's go to party today, when you know that you have an assignment, or the rate at which you are also trying to assimilate to enjoying or to understanding the lecture. It all depends on you. Yeah, so one of the webinars that we usually have, one of the students, they always ensure that we have a student that come to give their experience. And then one of the students is an engineering student, and he was telling us how he was so scared when he got on campus that he would just keep studying and studying. And then he realizes that the lecturers are first approachable, and then he has an advisor such that he does not understand something. They ensure that they follow his pace to understand until he gets it. So for that student now, he doesn't have to be like under pressure to understand or learn. And then if he decides to take some time out to have fun, to socialize, he can also do that. So I think that also depends on, it's based on the students, what they want to do. But we have all of the services available to make you feel at home and have a good life on campus.
And now, when it comes to courses and industries, I'm sure there are emerging courses at the moment, especially with how like the world is going or where the um, industries are headed towards. For CCCU, what would you say are like the emerging courses that a student can consider while studying there?
There are a lot of courses that are coming up based on
Mm.
industry demands. So right now we have the global health, we have the global public health, we have the data intelligence, we have the cyber security, we have over 120 something programs. So depending on what the student wants part time. I mentioned earlier that we just don't, for the sake of visa as well, we just don't say, okay, this is the course that is reigning. This is what everybody is doing, and then based on your own profile, you jump at it. It can give you an issue when you get to the visa stage. So everyone needs to follow what their own background is saying. But from time to time, from every year, our courses get updated to what the industry needs per time.
And also, at CCU, there's the 20% alumni discount for former students. Could you please explain that further so that students who are online and would like to study there understand it?
Say that again, 20% discount for.
Alumni discount for former students.
Oh, where did you get that information from?
So on the website, there's the 20% alumni discount for former students
Okay.
who are I think who had studied at CCCU. So sometimes we get postgraduate students who want to apply to CCCU. They ask if they're eligible for the alumni discount.
Okay, so we would have to send an email to one another and then I forward to the school so they can give us
Okay.
further information. As currently, I do not have the full information about that now.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And now, um, in your own words, for students who should choose the CCU, what would you tell them about CCU? Like the things they should consider about the university, the courses, and the experience in general.
With all the points that I have mentioned, please come to CCCU. It is a reputable institution. It is
Mm,
budget friendly. It is 45 minutes to London. It has over 100 and something programs available. Lecturers are approachable. It has a student advisor tailored to you to help you succeed in your academics. There is opportunity for jobs placement
mm,
easily. It is in a World Heritage site. You have opportunity to pay your tuition in 8 installments, which is like magic. It's not compulsory. You're paying something upon enrollment. Our CAS is not on CAS Shield. We are going to have your interview like one-on-one. We
mm.
also have the suitability interview that tests if you are in fact a credible student before you get to the precast stage. So there's a lot and lot to enjoy at Canterbury Christ Church University. So please reach out to Study Now to tell you more, and then they help you put in your application. And then we have accommodation. We didn't mention that accommodation, modern facility for students, minimum of £124 per week. And it's all bills inclusive. And it is guaranteed for the first year for you as an international student, 24-hour security, gym access inclusive, beautiful, spacious rooms that you may not get anywhere else. So please come apply. We're still open for the September 2026 intakes for some of the programs. So if you're looking to study in the health program like the nursing, diagnostics, physiotherapy, we are currently close to those programs, but we still have over 80 programs available for you to apply to. So send in those documents now and apply.
Okay. Now we have a question from a student. They are interested in tech and they're asking which courses you'd recommend at CCCU. They want to do robotics.
Okay, so let them send in their CV. Is the student a bachelor student or a postgraduate student? Let them send in
Bachelor's.
their CV. Yeah, let them send in their CV, and then we'll do you will do the checks, and then they can apply.
Okay. And
Yeah.
there's another question because you just mentioned 2 interviews. So they're like, why do I have to do 2 interviews? Why do I have to do the in-uni
Okay.
suitability one and the precast
Scrap it.
one?
Scrap the 2 interviews. So let's say the first one is consultation. We call it AI consultation. So the
Okay.
real interview is your precast interview. So one of the ways that we get to know if you are a credible student is having that consultation with you as student. So it's going to be you, the student, with your computer in a room with AI. So you get to scan the room for the AI to see that you're not reading from somewhere, and then you are being asked questions like, okay, why do you want to study this particular program? What is the information that you have gathered about the accommodation and the like? So more like all those kind of precast questions that you answer, you are doing it precast. Do you understand? And then from
Mm-hmm.
there, we also get to screen you out as a student if you are just trying to use the opportunity to japa in quotes to the UK. And then you have two opportunity to take that test. If the first attempt you fail, you would get a second attempt with the questions told you that, okay, you did not answer this particular area well, work on it. And then if you come back a second time and then you fail that second attempt, you will be declined totally. And then it's also an opportunity for us to also scan through the AI, to scan through the SOP that you have written right there on the spot. You get to upload it, and then it gets to review your SOP and give you what you need to adjust immediately.
Okay.
So it's not to interview. See it as it helping you for your precast interview. And then we'll help you
Okay.
with the mock session as well. So I can, when that time comes, I would have like a one-on-one like this with you. I will ask you some of the
Mm-hmm.
questions, you answer. If you don't do it well, I return it back to you, or I say it until you get it, so that it can also help you scale faster.
Yes. Before we end, So if you want to apply to CCCU, reach out to us at Study Now. We'll handle your application, and we will also work with Grillo to ensure you get your offer out and any assistance you need, and we'll also assist you till visa and departure stage. And then after that, Grillo will also help you when you get there with any other thing you need as an international student. And for Study Now, we are located at Woodlands Office Park in Kilimani. You can always reach out to us and we can send you the locations that you can pass by our office. And as Grillo has said, CCCU is an amazing institution. She said it's among the top 10 for graduates in employment. And also, if
Yeah.
you check the website, you'll say it's number 2, actually, number 2 out of 111 UK higher education institutions. So it's a great place for students who are looking to be employed immediately after they graduate, because as she said as well, there's the in-house recruitment service that helps you get part-time jobs, as also you work towards getting a full-time one.
Yeah.
So CCU is the place for you. And if you have any other question, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. Don't study later, study now.
Study now. Do we have more questions coming in?
No, not at the moment.
This is Study Now, an international student recruitment consultancy headquartered in London with a growing presence globally in countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, Turkey, and Qatar. A student-first organization built on a simple belief: opportunity should not be limited by borders. Over the past 5 years, we've helped thousands of students turn their study abroad dreams into reality. With about 3,500 successful enrollments and a 98% visa success rate, we're not just facilitating admissions, we're changing lives. We proudly partner with over 150 accredited universities worldwide. And in April 2025, we awarded 6 scholarships, including 3 full undergraduate tuition scholarships and 3 50% postgraduate tuition awards, because opportunity should be shared. With partners across key markets, our reach spans the world. From one idea, we built a worldwide recruitment network, combining digital scale with local insight to serve real student needs. Honored with York St. John Global Excellence and Global Brand Elevation Awards, University of Hertfordshire Recognition Award, and University of Sunderland Agent Award. We've guided thousands into trusted universities worldwide through course and university matching, visa support, and enrollment. We empower students, partner institutions, and communities touched by global graduates. If you're ready to build the life you've dreamed of through impactful education, take the bold step today. Don't study later, study now.